Episode 1. The episode opens with a fat man wearing a mask, who has just killed a person with a Japanese sword. Then scenes shift to a panicked girl named Yuri, who is trying to call her parents but she is not able to reach them. Then she tries calling her brother Rika. The call goes through and her brother tells her to remain calm. Yuri tells him that she doesn't know what's going on. A few moments ago she was in her school, but now she somehow got transported to a building. Rika tells her that it was not a dream. He has checked many buildings, but all the exits were blocked and the elevators were not working. While talking to Rika, Yuri sees a girl on the roof of another building. She was begging someone not to kill her. A man wearing a mask comes there and he was holding a baseball bat. Rika tells Yuri that these masked people's purpose is to make others feel despair and commit suicide by jumping off the building. Rika tells Yuri to stay safe until he finds her, but the fat man comes there and throws Yuri on the ground. But instead of attacking Yuri, he destroys her phone and throws it off the building. The fat man starts attacking Yuri, but she manages to run away from him. Yuri uses the bridge, which acts as a path between two buildings. She manages to get to the other building, but the fat man catches up to her and he is about to kill her, but he gets shot by a policeman. The policeman shoots the man multiple times, and the fat man accidentally falls off the building and he dies. Yuri thinks that she is safe. The other subordinate of the policeman comes there. He picks up the sword while talking to his superior. As his superior was watching the dead body of the fat man from the top of the building, his subordinate pushes him. Yuri is shocked because of this. The policeman starts to go crazy and says that he is finally free. He threatens Yuri and tells her to take her clothes off. During all this, another mask who was wearing a black suit was watching them from far. As the policeman is busy harassing Yuri, Yuri spots a flash and she understands that someone was aiming at them. The masked man shoots the policeman in the head, and Yuri realizes that what her brother told her was true. Masked people were not trying to kill them. The policeman crawls up to Yuri but gets shot another time and dies. Yuri runs away because the masked man was shooting at her now. She thinks of a way to create a diversion and she burns the body of the policeman after taking his gun. She manages to run away, but her luck was bad. She runs into another mask. This time it was a woman wearing a maid outfit. Although she was in the opposite building, Yuri thinks it was a perfect chance to practice shooting, but she hesitates. The woman takes a few steps back and then runs at a high speed. She jumps over the building and approaches Yuri. She attacks her with a sickle, but Yuri avoids her attack. Yuri thinks of a plan and tells the woman that she will jump. She goes to the end of the building and jumps off of it. The masked woman comes to check whether is Yuri dead or not. But Yuri was alive and aiming at her. She survived because the building had two roofs. Yuri shoots the woman in the face and then goes up. Yuri is shocked to see her alive, but she sees that behind the mask there is a living human being. That woman begins to cry and tells Yuri to stay away from her as she was still being controlled. She says she couldn't take it and jumps out of the building. Yuri sees a helicopter and she goes into the building where she finds a dead body of a woman. She soon hears some gunshots, but this time she is more shocked because the one who was shooting was not a masked person but a normal human girl. Episode 2. Yuri stops the girl from shooting the man, but the girl is not listening to her, so Yuri shoots at her gun. After losing her gun, the girl pulls out a knife and kills the man. Yuri asks why she did it. The girl says that it's a man versus man world. If she wants to live, she will have to kill. Yuri starts crying and says that she doesn't want to fight. Yuri says to the girl that she can take the helicopter and leave, but the masked sniper comes there and Yuri sees him. The masked sniper shoots at the girl, but Yuri saves her and starts shooting at the masked sniper. The girl is shocked that she wanted to kill Yuri, but instead, Yuri saved her. Yuri and the masked sniper starts firing at each other. The masked sniper sees the knife that the girl dropped, and he shoots at the knife, which deflects the direction of the bullet. Yuri and the other girl almost get hit by the bullet. Yuri asks the girl that what should they do now. The girl tells Yuri to follow her, but Yuri says that she is the one who will use the helicopter. The girl says, I have a plan. Then they both go to the next floor and the masked sniper follows them. As the sniper came close to the stairs, a hand grenade comes falling and it explodes. Yuri and the other girl come to check the situation, and Yuri sees the hat of the sniper, which reminded her of her brother. The girl says to Yuri maybe the sniper died. Yuri tells the girl her name and tells her that she had a brother that she wanted to meet. She then gives her student card to that girl and tells her that when you go back to the real world, give this to her parents and tell them that she and Rika were trapped there. The girl tells her that her name is Mayuko. They hear the noise of the helicopter and they both run to the rooftop. The sniper man who survived the blast sees them leaving and decides to fall back. Yuri and Mayuko reach the rooftop, but by that time the helicopter had already taken off. Yuri shoots at the helicopter to get its attention, and Mayuko stops her and tells her that these are the rules of this world. The helicopter turns around and a mask opens the door and starts shooting at Yuri and Mayuko with an assault rifle. Yuri apologizes to Mayuko, but Mayuko says that it was her own decision. Yuri faints and Mayuko takes her inside the building. When she wakes up, she sees a pair of boots. She wears them and thinks that Mayuko has already left. she sees a mask and decides to run. While crossing the bridge, Yuri gets chased by 3 masks. One of them falls from the bridge because of Yuri's plan, but other 2 follows her. At this moment, Mayuko comes from behind and shoots at them. One, the mask uses other as a shield and attacks Mayuko. Yuri takes the gun and shoots him. While Yuri and Mayuko try to get answers from the mask gets an order and he kills himself before telling them anything. Episode 3, Yuri tells Mayuko that she is going to break the masks because she doesn't want anyone else to fall under its control. While Yuri breaks the masks, Mayuko thinks that Yuri is strong and by staying with her she will survive. Mayuko takes out her phone, and Yuri asks her that if she could make a call to her brother. Yuri calls Rika and tells him everything that happened so far. Rika tells Yuri to stay safe and follow the helicopter. In this way he will be able to find her. Rika then says Yuri to kill Mayuko because in this world everyone is fighting against each other. Yuri says to Rika that if he says things like this, she will kill him. Rika then says okay, stay safe. He will come to save her, but it will take time. Yuri realizes something and says to Rika that he has a very twisted personality. Rika was testing Yuri's determination and trust. Rika encounters a masked man who is eating a person's body after killing him. Rika and the masked man start to fight and Rika smashes the masked man's head with a hammer. Rika says that he doesn't want to do this, but there was no other way. Rika's comrades come there and meet him. Rika and his friends were talking when a metal ball comes and hit one of his friends. His comrade dies on the spot. Another masked man comes there. He was wearing a baseball uniform and he threw that metal ball. Rika and his friend reach a dead end. Here Rika decides to fight back and he manages to defeat the masked man. While Rika was questioning him, his friend shoots the masked man because of fear. Does he say to Rika that was he not supposed to kill him? Rika says it's okay. On the other side, the masked sniper remembers that he had fought with Rika and his goal was to settle things between them. Episode 4, Yuri stays on guard while Mayuko is sleeping and she sees a masked man come and deliver food and weapons. When Mayuko wakes up, Yuri tells her about the masked man. Rika calls Yuri, but Mayuko answers the phone. She tells him that Yuri has fallen asleep. Rika tells her about his plan in today's report. He then asks her to take care of her. Yuri and Mayuko start to find their allies, but Mayuko runs into a chef masked man. But this masked man was different. He was not being controlled by the mask. Instead, he was killing everyone for pleasure. Just as he was about to kill Mayuko, Yuri saves her and tells Mayuko to meet her at the rooftop. The masked man was still alive and Mayuko starts slashing him with a knife and kills him. On the other hand, the sniper mask was escorting a girl who was close to God in that realm. The girl asked him to be his ally, but he says that she should find humans to be her allies. He remembers Yuri, so decides to take her to Yuri. Yuri and Mayuko see a poster on a wall on which people were recruiting allies. Yuri and Mayuko go to that location, but it was a trap. The leader of the group says that these masks were the key, so he wants to check if the mask that he has is a jackpot or not. So he wants to put this mask on Yuri. At that moment, a masked rider comes there. He easily kills everyone with a single punch except Yuri and Mayuko. Then the masked rider challenges Yuri to a fight. Yuri tells Mayuko to tell her brother that she tried her best. As Yuri was about to fight him, Mayuko takes out a mask that belongs to the chef masked man and wears it. Now Yuri thinks that Mayuko had lost herself and is under mask control, so she is her enemy and will try to attack her. So she points the gun at Mayuko. Yuri is not able to kill Mayuko, so she asks her to make it painless. But instead of attacking Yuri, Mayuko attacks and cuts off the arm of the masked rider. And that is all for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and turn on notifications for our next video. Take care.